Okay, so it seems like every free-to-play quest except for Dragon Slayer does not reward defense XP, which is good for us, so we can go through them all. We're going to partially start Dragon Slayer 2, only because we're going to need to unlock access to, is it Crandor? I think it's called Crandor, the island with the dragon, as well as the anti-fire dragon shield. But everything else we could just complete and just get it done out the way, which should open up some new doors for us when it comes to members questing. We're going to start with X marks the spot, only because I need to get Client to Core Wend done and out the way, so I can start having some faster teleports to and around Core Wend. I don't know how I'm going to do this episode yet, because I'll be honest, I don't feel like I'm too good at doing content around quests. Yeah, I'll see what I come up with. Either you'll see me doing all of these quests, or you're just going to see the end result. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Just done a little bit of farming, and let's hand this in. It's not anything too important, but I'm going to slap this into Herb. And now moving on to the next quest. Next quest, Vampire Slayer. This one should actually be quite handy for us because it gives us some extra attack experience. I don't see it giving us many extra levels, like we're at 36. It'll probably give us one level and give us a decent way towards 38. But it should be relatively easy either way. I had some video editing to do, hence some more agility and cooking, as you can see there. But yeah, back onto Vampire Slayer. As usual for RuneScape, we must progress the quest by giving someone beer. Important life lesson, you can always make friends by giving someone beer. So that the broke-ass bitch I am, I've got a Mithril two-hander. I'll sort the money problem out at some point, I swear, I promise. But fortunately enough, I've got food just in case. But my Protect Melee, oh fuck, I ain't got that set up, bear with me. As I was saying, the Protect Melee will be hopefully, yeah, sick, it does. So I could just sit back and just bash with a Mithril 2H and not worry about anything. Yeah, I've got money plans in mind. Remember, I've got High Alk. That Dragon Spear I got the other day, I'm definitely going to be High Alking the shit out of that, especially because all the attack styles on that is controlled or defense-based. So we'll never be able to use it, sadly. But it's like 37k worth in the High Alk, so yeah, High Alking the shit out of it. It's going to be great. And that's Vampire Slayer done. With some cheeky extra attack levels. Yeah, we're currently combat level 38.625. I've been doing some Souls Wars research, ready for when I do Souls Wars with Grim. I'm also walking the wrong fucking way. But yeah, ready for when I do some Souls Wars with Grim Harby. And I need combat level 40. So we're definitely going to have to do some combat grinding before Souls Wars. Not that I'm planning to actually do any good PKing in there. Yeah, we are going to need to do some combat grinding before we go into Souls Wars, since we need combat level 40. I'm not expecting to do any, real PKing while I'm there whatsoever, but I just need a combat level 40 just to enter, and then I can contribute in other ways. But yeah, moving on, next quest. It is time for us to do Demon Slayer. I also realised I did actually have the funds for an Addy longsword, so I've decided to get that instead, because that's going to be a whole lot better than using a two-handed sword. Time for us to slay a demon. Of course, this dude has to try and fight me first. This is why we got our overheads. Oh my lord, my dude, my guy, please. I've got a demon to slay. Cheeky Bloodroon, I'll take that. Right, let's fight the main dude. I'm here trying to celebrate, and there you're attacking me. Absolutely rude, the audacity of it all. Even stopped my little pop-up coming up. Absolutely rude. Somehow, a goblin is going into the sheep pen. I've never seen a goblin here before. Is that normal? Someone tell me if that's normal, please. What's that? Out of pure coincidence, I already have those items. And that's Doric's quest done and out the way. Oh, baby, here he comes. The most beautiful boy of them all. Motherfucking Fergo. Look at him. Isn't he beautiful? Fergo pats his stomach. What a fucking vibe. What's that? My long grinded overheads are coming in use once again. You goddamn fucking right they are. So I need 3 of these. For a reason. Very important reason. One reason being, I want a blue-white sword for myself because, drip purposes. The second reason is I'm going to knock out the Falador diary while I'm here. Like I might as well. So I need one to make a blue-white croissant limbs. Croissant limbs? Crossbow limbs. Ha ha. I am struggling to talk today, it seems. And that's Knight's Swords done with a nice little bit of smithing XP. And a smithing level too. Nice, nice, nice. What's that? A brand new shield? Damn fucking right. It gives some prayer bonus, which is actually quite funky. I do like that. I do like that. It also refreshes prayer, so, you know, it's some nice utility, considering I won't be able to get a better shield either, and not a better offhand until I can either do Horrors from the Deep. It's Horrors from the Deep. The one where you get the God Book, or get my Defenders. This will be pretty good for my shield slot in the meantime. Also just going to deposit off into prayer because it just makes my life easier in the future. Means less grinding them bones. It's time for some Corsair Curse. I've only ever done this quest once and it's on my main. I can barely remember what it is you gotta do. Thank fuck for quest helper plugins. The day in the life of an average Runescape player. We do a little bit of arson, and then we commit a little bit of cheeky murder, and then we claim that the murder has done the world some good and reap the rewards. And looking at what quests we've got left below Ice Mountain, Miss Flynn Mystery, Pirate's Treasure, Prince Ali's Rescue, and Romeo and Juliet, as well as Shields of Arav, I don't think there's much exciting things to record with that. So I guess I'll see you once I've done the rest of the free-to-play quests, and then we'll move on to the next thing. I have just learned the most important emote of them all. Motherfucking flex, look at that go. And with Prince Ali done, that's it for all our free-to-play quests. We've got the obvious ones still, like Dragon Slayer 1, we're never going to be able to complete that. I'll start it for the anti-fire shield, and that's about it. Romeo and Juliet's only needed for one quest, which I'm far away from doing yet, so I can afford to leave that. And Shields of Arav, I need friends. Please be my friend. But yeah, next stop is to start getting ready to do Soul Wars with Grim Harby. I need at least combat level 40 in order to do that. And would be nice is if I could to get some gear to kind of edge things in my favour as well. So I'm going to do some more Guardians of the Rift, just so I can get more runes to cast spells and all that jazz. And then I'm going to go fight some Elder Chaos Druids in the wilderness. It's going to be dangerous. Very dangerous to do that. But that gives me my best in magic slots to do that. I've got the prayer level to protect against them. It's level 13 wieldy, so I can teleport out. And I think at my current combat level, it's very unlikely anyone's going to be able to teleblock me either. So as long as I keep my wits about me, I can teleport myself out and everything will be fine, right? With 80 GP just left to my name, this is how my rune stock is looking. Very fucking sad. But it does give us 700 fire strikes to our name. So let's get geared up and let's see how bad this goes. Okay, let's do this thing. So I've got this ready to teleport here if anything goes wrong. It shouldn't do, but in case it does. Got my foodies as well. Let's do this, let's go. At least we can teleport at this level of the wilderness as well. So I will want Protect from Magic on, and there's an altar in the middle in which I can run to regenerate my prayer, which is good. This is just turning into a lot of splashes though, so I don't know if this is the way to go. So I've decided to change over to a ranged getup, and I'm not hitting as hard, but I'm hitting more often, which is promising, so maybe this is a way to go. I think I have to accept my combat stats at the moment may be a bit too low to attempt this. Or maybe I'm just impatient. It's one of the two. But yeah, I'm going to move on to something else, I think. Backup plan. Fire Giants. I know I can hurt these guys, as evidence already. So they'll either drop the Rune Scimitar, which is the main thing I'm after, because once I've done a few more quests I've got in mind, I'll be way over 40 attack, as well as they've got some things. I can low alch. Yeah, it's not as good as high alch, but money's money, and I am struggling for money right now. So I will low alch anything of value that I can get just to build up that bank in the meantime. Yeah, hopefully I'll get that rune skimmy. I'll hopefully get 55 magic as well, so that way I can do high alch. And lastly, hopefully I get to combat level 40. Failing all of that, I'll just come back here and train for range instead. But yeah, that is the plan. I've been ever so lucky to get a fire battle staff, which is actually a magic upgrade for us. Pretty neat, I'll take that. So still no rune skimmy yet, but I do now have Giant, please. Get out of the way, I'm in the middle of something. But yeah, I now have 40 ranged, so I suppose that's one of the milestones I want to get sorted, which is nice. Made a bit of bank while here as well, but more importantly, I can now do this. That's right, Green D Hide Vams and chaps, and then we finally got a proper coif as well, so this is a nice step up. For our ranged gear, I'm happy, very happy. Yeah, I've got a quest or two in mind, which I'm going to do next in prep for my Soul Wars session with Grim Harby. So I'm going to make a move on them. You can guess what quest this is with this little ham-shaped trapdoor here. It's Death to the Durgashin. How long this is going to take, I don't know. I hate this bit, just trying to steal all the ham members' robes. Normally I'd just buy them from GE, but obviously Iron Man issues means I cannot. But yeah, once I've got all of this, we'll get to the juice of it. And also, hello, easy clue scroll. We'll do that later as well. Look at the mess I've left behind trying to get all of these pieces of ham items. But we're done. Brilliant. Right then, we can move on with the quest. Also, I sound so robotic right then. Didn't I swear I've not been replaced by an AI. Not anytime soon anyways. Well, there she is. The most beautiful goblin you'll ever set your eyes upon. Don't worry, just your stereotypical holy man, trying to convert any new person they see. How has not a single person realised this is not a human being? Hey guys, we heard that you liked Metal Gear Solid, so we decided to put a stealth segment inside your point-and-click medieval game.
What's wrong? Snake! Snake!
Now starts something which may be quite difficult for us. Having to do this bit. Fair, we got Protect Prayer. I should be doing that, shouldn't I? I've somehow got it, so they're no longer attacking me, which, you know, it's not a complaint. I'll take it. But weird. Spoke too soon, he just bonked me for one. And that's Take Care of Siggy Boy, which I should be able to prayer flick. And that's a job well done. And with that, we can now spec with the bone crossbow, or the Durgashin crossbow, whatever you want to fucking call it. I've got a few bits of prep work left to do before Soul Wars, but for this week, that's all it's going to be. So please join us next week for a bit of Soul Wars with Grim Harby, and until then, have a good rest of your day. Take care.